More than 130,000 migrants have vanished in Germany, 13% of the arrivals in the last 14 months, the government reveals. And this one, 50% of the migrants who entered Italy just vanished. So we're going to read into both of these articles. Please share this on with your friends and your family. Government omitted statistic in answer to question posed by Left Party. Missing migrants may have left Germany or disappeared underground. There are also 400,000 people in the country whose identities are unknown. 400,000 people, and you've seen what a handful of them can do at the Bataclan Theatre or at an Ariana Grande concert. You've seen what a dozen of these people with bad intentions can do, and there's 400,000 people in the country whose identities are unknown. That is bombshell. That's what Angela Merkel and George Soros have given you. That's what they've given your kids. So you think the EU care about you? They think they care about these average migrants? They're bringing over more than they can even sustain and look after. It's advertised on Turkish TV, and imams in Belgium say the West is weak, it's time to take over. And we just sit here waiting for it. Government passed a package of new and tighter laws on asylum. Oh, well, it's only 5 years later. It's only 5 million people later. What damage can they do? Well, you've got boats literally arriving on the shores of Spain almost every day. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Footage on social media shows a dinghy carrying dozens of migrants landing in the middle of a popular tourist beach in southern Spain. Holidaymakers watch as the migrants scramble to reach the shore, jump out and run across the beach. The boat landed at Playa de los Alamanes in Zahara de los Atunes on the coast of Andalusia at around 2 p.m. after crossing the Strait of Gibraltar, but its point of departure is not known. Due to good weather conditions, Spain has seen an increase in attempts by migrants to reach its shores over the past few weeks. At the start of August, nearly 70 sub-Saharan African migrants were injured when about 200 tried to jump the razor wire-topped fence separating northern Morocco and the Spanish enclave of Ceuta. Up to 1,500 people are camping out in the scrub and woods there, waiting for the opportunity to rush the border.
We've had 10 million military-age men come in just the last 5 years, and they admit it's a plan to destabilize Europe. None of the migrants have gotten jobs, over 90%. Then the governments use them as a control group, as a political detonator anytime they want. So let's back this up. These are the new videos that just came out today. I'm gonna play it with audio, please. With the invasion forces hitting Spain, because Italy, after taking over 1 million people, said, we're not doing this anymore. So the EU is threatening to have its Navy stop them and let the people from Africa, as if it's our job to take care of them, to come in. Here it is. That's today. That's July 30th, 2018. And there are so many of these videos. Then they go hijack cars once they're in. And then there's other videos once they get in, they hijack cars, beat people, rob people. I mean, Africa is in complete collapse. They're saying they want 600 million people to invade the U.S. That was an official UN announcement last Monday. They want 300 million in Europe. And the left says on TV and radio stations they control, invade. Only the Russians, they keep saying we're Russian operatives, we're not. Only the Russians will show it. We've sent our own crews and shown as well, but only Russian TV will show it. There's more than 15 videos just today in Spain as these attack cruisers land, as the Islamic attack fleets land. Again, you go there, they will sell your wife, sell your child to slavery, but you're told just open up to this, and the government's there organizing them into a weapon against you. Here's another one of the tapes today that just came out as the invasion happens. This has happened today, July 30th. By the way, you can look it up. Soros funds these. Zodiac boat hits, over 100 people pour off. And then again, once they get inland, they hijack cars, attack, rape. I mean, it is like Day of the Dead level zombie attack. Because North Africa is a hell pit. Women are sold into slavery. Gays are thrown off buildings. But all the liberal trendies love it here in America. and Europe. This is what's happening. And again, this is all funded by the EU publicly. And we got the footage. Just type into YouTube. Migrants attack convoys, attack roads. Trees are dropped in front of the roads. Attacking police, everything. I mean, Africa is collapsing. And again, the EU helped invade Libya, helped destroy it. Gaddafi warned of this. And it's just total bedlam. Tourism's down 80% in France, 60% in Spain. But the socialists don't care. They actually advertise, come here, invade. I played today from Infowars.com. The main imam of Copenhagen in Denmark saying, the West is weak, their women are ours, we will kill everyone, we will take over, we'll kill all the Jews. And the left is like, yes, yes, murder us, murder us. Jones is an anti-Semite. He doesn't want to murder Jews. I mean, it's like all over the news. It's just, and Soros wants to overthrow Israel, which is just this tiny part of the Middle East, as if, it is just totally insane. So let's show back to back the Islamic invasion force slamming in now that Italy said no, and Trump met with the Italian leader today and said, and nothing against Africa or anywhere else, but that's why we're up here at 10 o'clock at night covering this, because they've destabilized the Middle East, they've destabilized Africa, then they bring this in. Let's folks see this video. For 400 years, Spain was under Islamic control. Spain was Germanic. They're blonde-haired, blue-eyed, until they were invaded under La Reconquista. They took Spain back. But the whole point is it is literally happening again for North Africa. And again, we can't go to North Africa and get free health care. Migrants storm Spanish Beach. Only the Russians will tell you. And InfoWars. Putin has now pledged Russia as Christian and said they want to double their population.
50% of the migrants who entered Italy just vanished. Leaders of Italy and Brussels are refusing to secure the border and are not sending illegal immigrants back. In 2016, 50% of the migrants transported to Italy by the NGOs, funded by George Soros, I might add, simply, quote, disappeared, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know how crazy and dangerous that story is? And it's not covered by mainstream media that this is the invasion force. This is the infiltration force. And they've infiltrated, I mean, I wouldn't even want to see 50%. You imagine what figures they are into Italy. I mean, 5 million into Germany. Let's imagine what Italy have taken, being at the belly, you know, the arrival point from the bottleneck of Africa, which is Libya, that Hillary Clinton did destroy. I mean, it was her decision to, as the Secretary of State, to launch an invasion against the somewhat pro-Western Gaddafi-run Libya, the bottleneck of Europe. They knew that this would happen. Gaddafi came out in a very famous Daily Express article and said, the Mediterranean will become a sea of blood if you remove me. And not just the Mediterranean has become a sea of blood, but Europe has become so dangerous. Tourism is down 80% in France. Tourism is down 60% in Spain. But do you know what? That doesn't matter, does it? Because it's about bringing down the West. I know it's hardcore news, but this is reality, okay? The reality is hardcore. It's not the news that's hardcore, it's the reality of this. This has all been premeditated and planned. And it says here by the NGOs that they're funded by George Soros. Please subscribe to our channel today. If you like what we're doing here at TNTV News, please head on over to the description box of this video where you can find a link to our Patreon site. £1 a month will get you a shout out on our live feed or YouTube video plus a personal message.